Hey, back again with another edition of Henry Talk with, of course, the main man, Unite Rocky Hill, Henry Vassell. How are you, Henry?
Good to see you.
Getting to start to enjoy this show, aren't you?
Yeah.
Maybe we just do this after you become mayor. We just keep it going back.
Good
and forth,
times.
right? Now, when you look around, Rocky Hill right now, one of the first things that comes to my mind is there any kind of, with the current people in there, is there any kind of fiscal responsibility? I mean, I have to admit, if I was living here in town and I see where the taxes are, and my kids have left, and I why should I be paying taxes to the town of Rocky Hill? I don't think I should have to bear the burden that a new family would when they're coming in. What is it? What's happening with the seniors?
Well, the seniors are definitely burdened by the taxes.
Yeah.
I mean, many of them tell me that their tax bill today is more than their mortgage was when they bought their house.
Exactly.
So it definitely hurts. They're feeling the brunt of the education and the core standards for educations, which became a lot more stringent a few years ago, handed down by the government. So, seniors are feeling it, and they're not having increases in their Social Security or their retirement or their pension at the same rate as taxes. Now, taxes in Rocky Hill in the past 2 years have gone up almost 10%. Oof. So what senior, what employee, what worker has had a 10% raise in the past 2 years? I don't know of any. So the seniors are feeling it. But, I'm excited for the seniors because when I was mayor 4 years ago, I created a program for the seniors where they would get tax relief. And it was a tiered system, and it went up to as much as $500, and it's based on income levels. So what you're earning is how much you'll get back. So if you're making $150,000 a year and you go to Florida 6 months, you're probably not going to receive anything, to be honest with you. But if you're a senior and you're hurting, it was set up for the people who were hurting the most and having the most difficulty paying their taxes. So one thing I wanted to do if I stayed on as mayor in the past 2 years was keep increasing that every year to help more and more seniors. And that's unfortunately something that didn't happen. And it's very frustrating to me because we have 3 programs in Rocky Hill. One of them freezes your taxes as a senior, and then they put a lien on your house for future taxes. Program number 2 is funded by the state, where they get a tax break, and then the state picks up part of that, which we don't even know the future of that one. And then number 3 was something I created and was voted on in my administration, was tax relief in Rocky Hill for the Rocky Hill seniors.
Okay, well, the big thing, of course, is, trying to take care of places. You look around town and there's been a lot of money put into, new buildings. There's new municipal buildings that are a big concern, the amount of money that went into that. In the meantime, like many other towns, we've lost industrial. We have empty buildings. I mean, perfect example. Go down to the end. What do you do with Ames? I mean, what do you do? A monster building like that, and it's always a black eye when you look in Rocky Hill. You go, yeah, but look at what happened to Ames.
So the Ames property, as well as the Foundry property, 2 unique properties for Rocky Hill, 2 properties that could be utilized to help residents. Now, maybe not 100% for residents because we do need a tax basis and we need the tax dollars coming in. But if you work with the developers and you can come up with a solution that benefits residents, benefits them as a business, and helps with our taxes, that's a win-win for everyone. And that's something the current administration has been unwilling or unable to do, is actually dialogue with these business owners or property owners about something that could benefit everyone.
So that's a good point. I mean, who is it in Rocky Hill? You don't have to say names, but the position that's responsible for marketing Rocky Hill. When you go out, or they try to draw businesses in here, when you have that downside, what is it that, how do you get people to come into Rocky Hill and say this is where your business should be?
Well, the biggest reason people will go to any town or any business owner is stabilizing fixed costs. So in business, and me as a small business owner will tell you, your biggest fixed costs are insurance, labor, wages, and taxes. Those are your 3 biggest right off the top. And if you can predict what they're going to be from year to year, you'll know what sales volume you need to do, and you'll know what you need to market. In Rocky Hill, with the taxes going up 10%, many businesses are feeling the burden of it, and they're finding it difficult to make a profit. If they don't make a profit, they're going to go elsewhere.
And what do you do, the young people now that are graduating from UConn and everything else, how do you get them to stay in town and not run up to an area like Boston or something like that? How do you get them to stay here in Rocky Hill?
So we need to make business not only profitable, but worthwhile. And one thing that I want to do is I want to work with our economic development director in local towns And there's a lot of CNC machine going for aerospace right now. So they're having a difficult time marketing on a global scale. You know, global taxes, people come from other countries with their parts and
Yeah, well, when you say when they do come from other countries, okay, other countries. Why would another country come here? Is it the labor force or what?
it's the taxes. Okay, so other countries are taxed at approximately 20%.
Okay.
For stuff coming into the United States. And in the United States, businesses are taxed upwards of 40%. So it becomes more and more difficult to operate. So the global companies are coming in and they're stealing a lot of our business. So if we work with economic development in local towns, we can make parts such as the aerospace parts where you machine it, the next town refines it, the next town grinds it. So if we take a lot of local businesses from a lot of surrounding towns, we can put together something that can operate as efficiently and get the job done as well as any global company.
Well, I know there's a lot of other things I'd like to cover. Maybe at some point in time we could talk about education. We can talk about, the Parks Department and all
Thank
the
you.
other things. I mean, I'm looking forward to a change here, but there are a lot of things that need to be changed. What about you? You going to change? You going to make a change? Are you on this party, that party? You going to get off your duff and come out in Rocky Hill? You never know. Come out and vote Rocky Hill in November. Maybe this guy's the answer. Who knows? Maybe you'll find out from the previous episodes or episodes coming up. I'm Steve Parker. He's Henry Vassell, and he's Unite Rocky Hill. You ready to unite? Henry, I know you are. Catch you next time on Henry Talk.
My name is Henry Vassell. I'm running for mayor of Rocky Hill, and I approved this message.